Welcome to Video Blog Basics. What we're going to cover today is you have a YouTube channel and you have some videos up there and you've set everything up so that there are direct links back to your website, which is all good. But there's something that you can do in YouTube that's a bit of a workaround but is huge on being able to get you click-throughs, and that's called a CTA, or a click-through ad. Now here, let me demonstrate what it is on one of the channels that I run. So we've got this guy right here at the very bottom. Let's just pause this. This ad right here is ad that I've put on there, and what's really cool about that ad is that if I click on it, it will take me to a website that I've told it to go to. So you can have this click-through ad show up for whatever website you want to, whether you want it to go back to you, whether you want it to go back to an affiliate, much like that link that I had, and they can be incredibly powerful. So what we're going to do today is I am working on one of my cousin's video pages to help him out in promoting his child entertainment character called Captain Thunderpants. So we're going to go through the necessary steps to create this, and part of creating these click-through ads is that you need a Google AdWords account. So what I want you to do is you can type in Google AdWords like this and it will come up, or you can try to figure out what this whole thing is here, the Google accounts and all this other stuff. But basically you got to get to the AdWords and you want to create a new account. We're going to hit start now, and I already have an email and a password and address and stuff. This is one of those things where you can have your own your own email, such as ben@mountain-wave.ca or something like that. But what I recommend you do is actually go in, and whether you use it or not, is create a Gmail account that is related specifically to whatever business that you have. And the reason why is it makes a lot of this kind of stuff a lot easier. So what best describes you? I have an email address and a password already with Google services, so we're good there. Would you like to have a single account for all your Google services? I would like to use that. I'd recommend you do that, but it all depends on what you are planning on doing. But in this case, we want that. And right here, we're just going to start filling in some of this information. So now that you're in here, choose your time zone and everything. Basically just go through everything here. It's not that big of a deal. We're in that time zone. I like Canadian dollars, seeing as I'm Canadian, so we'll say that looks pretty good. Keep in mind, time zone and currency settings can't be changed after you set up your account. So be careful. For me, this is fine. And you got your AdWords account has been created. So you can sign into your AdWords account. Let's go into here. And this is what you should be seeing right now. So this is all good. This is step one, and we look like we're doing pretty good. We shouldn't have to create our first campaign and stuff. So let's just hop into the YouTube. Now with YouTube, this is another reason why you want to do a Gmail account, is that your Gmail account can be used to create a YouTube account. So we're going to go into there, and we're going to come into one of our videos here. Now you can come in and edit it, and I'm just going to show you before and after. So let's just go to edit the video. Let's go to the editing page, and you'll notice that you can put your video information here. You can put first line of your description. I can't say this enough to anybody, is http:// and then your URL. That will make a clickable link to your website or whatever you want to link to. It's the first thing people see underneath the video, and you really want them to see that. So, but we have date and time and where it was made, all this kind of stuff, but this isn't what we want. What you'll notice is once we set everything up, that the click-through ad stuff is going to show up here. So how we get to that is we go to ads.youtube.com. And so you can add, and you can say get started with AdWords for video. You can go through all of this, but basically we need to get to the dashboard, which is ads.youtube.com dashboard. So again, I guess you could have typed that in fully if you wanted to, but in this case we're good. So and this will take you to your AdWords. And you want to create a new campaign. It basically sets everything up, a new video campaign for you. So you can basically select the video that you want to use for this, and use your channel name. So we're going to click on that, and it will bring up the two videos that I have that I want to use. And we can say, let's look at this guy. Let's go for, which one is episode 1, which is this one right here. So we want to make a campaign based off of this guy, and we're just going to come in and headline. Let's type in Captain Thunderpants. Hopefully that will fit in. And that should work. So we can do something like that. I'm not paying much attention to the ad, because in the end we're not going to really worry too much about having everything perfect here. We're just kind of creating this. So we're going to save that and continue. So we've got all this. Now you can target your group and go through everything, but for the most part we have everything that we need here. Now, maximum cost per view. Again, we're going to put in 1 cent. So this is just one of those things where I'm trying to get in a couple of things, just so that even if I come in here, we're fine. So let's, you got to add keywords. So you got to select your targets, right? So let's add a keyword. Let's say, let's put in Captain Thunderpants. And we'll add that keyword. So now we've got everything set up here, okay? And it looks all pretty good to me. Let's see how this is going to come through. So we seem to have most of this set up, and the campaign is set. So now it's going to ask you to set up a billing profile. And the reason why you have to do this is because basically YouTube or Google wants to know that you will be paying them somehow. Even though that your odds are that you're going to be paying 2 cents for something like that, you still have to kind of set up a billing profile. So in this case, I'm going to put this under Mountain Wave Design Services, my other one. So, and you can do I always recommend you do manual payments. That way you're never caught with your pants down. If you do automatic payments, if you have an ad system gone rogue on you and costing you lots of money, they can just automatically start pulling it from your credit card. You really don't want to be doing that. And you can pay with your credit cards and just, top it up when you need it. And when that balance is exhausted, it's exhausted. You don't have to worry about it. Of course, go read through all these terms that nobody ever reads, and I'm just going to submit and activate my account. Okay, so now that we're here, we need to activate the Google AdWords. They're basically not going to let you do anything. And you have to activate the Google AdWords to make this other stuff work. However, remember, we only put 1 cent in on the ads, 1 cent on the keywords, so even if it does come up, it's not going to cost you anything. This is sort of just something you have to do. So you can come in here, use a credit card, put in $5. But one thing that you will notice is that if you go to basically any of your old accounts, Gmail accounts, if you have any, type in Google AdWords and 100, and you'll probably find Google Analytics offer Google AdWords with $100 free advertising. And it will come up with this code right here. So they'll give you that code, and what we'll do is we'll hop back into the browser we're at, and you go to right beside make a payment is more actions, apply a promo code, and if I haven't used this one before and paste it in there, it should work. Okay, there we go. So the promo code has been processed, and we are in here with $110. Because the 110 versus the 100 is, I believe, just a Canadian versus US coupon thing. At any rate, so now what we have is billing set up. Okay, so here we are in the Google AdWords campaign area, and you can see all online campaigns are all video campaigns. That's where you want to be. There's the campaign that we just did. One thing I found though is that you have linked YouTube accounts. We need to link our accounts. So let's come in here and make that happen. So we've got everything linked up here now, so that's a good sign. And let's see what happens now when we come in here. Let's go to the video manager. I've got my fingers crossed, and if we come in here and edit, you'll notice that now that we've linked everything up and we have that ad in there, we have this call to action overlay. So, headline. Make sure that use your best copywriting headline prowess on doing these things. I'm not the best copywriter in the world, so generally I set these things up and then find somebody to write this stuff out for me. But let's just do this. So Captain Thunderpants, we're going to put that in there. So we have Captain Thunderpants, educational videos for kids. And you can put in something like click here for more. Then what we'll do is you can add an image URL, optional 56 by 56 pixels. That's usually a good idea. It just sits off to the side. And the display URL, we'll put in there .com. A destination URL, it's already got the HTTP, and I'm actually going to take them to here. Now, one thing that some people don't realize is that, let's say I want to take them to my site, but I want to take them back to /members. I can have the display URL just for this, but where it actually takes them will be slightly different, and it will be this URL. So now we have all that set up. That looks all good to me. We'll hit Save Changes. So let's go to the channel, the Captain Thunderpants channel. We'll go to Featured, and that's the sushi one, but we'll go to Things and Stuff for this. And you'll notice now that when you play it, the ad has come up here. This is your click-through ad, and you can click on this guy and it will take you to the Captain Thunderpants website. And if you have kids, my cousin is a terribly entertaining kind of guy, so I'd highly recommend you come and check out how a pirate checks out how donuts are made.